The last weekend, I was watching this movie with my younger son, and the movie is called Kung Fu Panda. I'm sure most of us have already watched it. But then, have you noticed there is one wonderful line in that movie? And the line is like this: Yesterday was a history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and so it is called the present. When I heard these lines, I was like, oh God, this is such a thought provoking line. And it is so true. I mean, just think about it. We are so engaged in thinking about our past, brooding over the past, whatever had happened. And also, we are so anxious about the future, something that we don't know yet. We have no idea what is in store, but still, we are anxious about it. And in this process, we forget to live in our present. We just ignore it totally. We are not grateful that there is something that is right now, right in front of me, and I'm not looking at it also. I'm like kind of ignoring it totally because I'm busy in my past or I'm engaging myself in my future things. So I was just thinking about it and I thought, yeah, this is a gift, and we are not using this gift. In fact, we are abusing this gift. So, in today's video, as the title suggests, let us learn how to live in the present. Let us explore more about it. Hi, I'm Vaishnavi, and my channel is Homemaking Motivation. And apart from showing you guys how to keep the house clean and organized, I also love to talk about the mental health aspect. And if you are new to this channel and you like such kind of content, then please do consider to subscribe to my channel. And if you're already a part of this community, please welcome back. So without any further ado, let's get into the video and explore what it is to live in the present. I'm sure we have read a lot, we have heard a lot, and we have seen a lot of videos on Let Go, and talking about all those forwarded messages that we see on social media about letting go, forget about the far past. I mean, we have read it enough, but do you think we are really doing anything out of it in practicality? Sometimes we lack, doing that. And it is just about, a matter of common sense. We just need to understand that past is in the past, period. It is that simple. And if we train our mind in that way, I don't think it is such a big task for us to overcome whatever happened in the past and just let it go. It is that simple. But we are masters at making life very complex, and we don't like, I guess, to keep everything simple, and so we make everything complicated. Now, just understand one simple logic. Let's take an example. You have gone for a lovely function, a marriage maybe, or some nice get together. What is the one thing that will always be there in your mind whenever you have to attend any function or celebration? Obviously, it is the food. Food makes all the difference. So, okay, you've gone to that occasion, you've gone to that celebration, and you're looking forward for that yummy, delicious food that will be presented in front of you. So there you are, you're at the lunchtime, and to your surprise, they serve you stale food. Would you ever relish it? Obviously, you will say a big no and you will head back to your house. When you are so conscious about what you want on a physical level, how can you be so okay with serving your psychological needs with something so stale? I mean, we are so happy and comfortable living in our past. That is also kind of stale food, right? That we are consuming internally, like psychologically. So it's high time we realize and we refuse to take stale food in our life. And a function or a celebration is synonymous to this entire life. This life itself is such a celebration. I mean, it is such an opportunity to be breathing, to be healthy, to be walking, to be seeing. We need to just be grateful. We need to have that sense of gratitude in our heart that yes, I am alive. This life is a celebration. I don't have to be in my past. I don't have to allow anyone to stay rent free in my mind or my heart who have nothing to do in my life anymore. Period. This is the kind of talks we need to have with ourselves. I mean, just imagine we are spending the most precious time of our life in something that we are not going to gain anything out of it. Like, okay, a certain person had insulted you years ago, or maybe it is a fresh memory days ago, and you're thinking about it. It's like rewind and play, rewind and play, rewind and play in your mind. What are you gaining out of it? The person who had to hurt you for a reason, and that person moved on. That person did not even think to apologize. So why are you waiting for an apology that you're not going to get ever? I mean, you need to realize that your life is much better than, all these silly things wherein, we are still living in the past. We are still, holding on to the resentment, and we are thinking, one day I will get an apology, or one fine day I will get justice to whatever things had gone wrong with me. It's next to impossible. It's not going to happen. If a person who hurt you had the courage to hurt you, knew that he had or she had the capacity to destroy you, and still went ahead, then how can you expect an apology from such a kind of person? And what would you get by getting an apology from such people? It is like you are expecting a person who hurt you to acknowledge that yes, I hurt you. There is no sense in expecting that person to acknowledge that that person hurt you, or for that matter even expecting an apology. So living in the past is like torturing yourself and making yourself to eat some stale food forcibly. Would you ever like that? So yes, it is high time we understand we need to let go of something. And also, have you noticed that when you hold on to something very tight, on a physical level, let us understand that, so that it is easy for us to apply it on a energy level. So when I'm holding on to something very tight in my hand for a very long time, obviously my hands are going to get tired, my hands are going to get hurt. When this law applies on a physical level, it's the same on our energy level. When we hold on to something psychologically, we are punishing ourselves. And when we know it doesn't serve any purpose, it's high time we just let go of it. It's that simple. All you need to do is give the command to your brain that, listen, I don't have anything to do with this anymore. I do not care anymore because the past is in the past, and yes, I let go of this. All we need to do is this, but then we don't. Maybe we are having some kind of pleasure in the pain, which is so wrong, which is kind of sadistic. And so we need to realize that it is high time that we let go of things. So basically, if I have made up my mind to enjoy my gift, which is my present, and if I've made up my mind that I will live in present and I will not, waste unnecessarily all my time and energy in something that has got nothing to do with me anymore, that is when I will realize to let go of everything that is not necessary in my life. So yes, the number one rule that will allow us, or rather guide us to live in the present, is the art to let go, or the determination to let go of things that don't serve any purpose in my life anymore. Now this point is interesting. See, you have gone for a movie on the recommendation of your friend or your family relative or whoever, and it's a nice suspense movie or maybe a horror movie as well. And you are like, please don't tell me the story, don't tell me the story. You're like that with everyone. You're like, I want to go and watch it. And just imagine, you are in the theater, you have bought the ticket, and you have, like, okay, fine, now I'm going to watch it fully. And a friend of yours who is sitting just beside you keeps on nudging you and keeps on telling you what is going to happen in the next scene and the next scene. Do you think you're going to enjoy that movie? Obviously a big no. You will be like so irritated, and you will say, I wanted to watch this movie, I wanted to know what is later in the scene, and why did you reveal it? You will obviously get irritated with that person who is trying to nudge and tell you what is happening. So, when you're so interested in watching a suspense movie and you don't want anything to be revealed and you want to watch it firsthand, how is it possible that you're okay with trying to know what is going to happen in your future? I mean, it is life, it is your life. When you give so much value for a movie which is not even made by you, and you're just, in fact, spending a lot of money to actually sit there and watch, how can you take it for granted that the entire life, which is so mysterious ahead, and which is such a exciting thing, that nothing is revealed to us. Right now I'm talking, I don't know the next second what is going to happen, and that itself is such an exciting thing. So why are we so bent upon killing that suspense and ending that mystery in our own lives? Let it just be the way it is. There is no use being anxious, and there is no use trying to plan stuff, and trying to okay, tomorrow this is going to be the thing, I am going to be ahead of it. Or 5 years from now, there are people who are great planners. Planning is a good thing, I'm not saying don't plan, but then after planning, if you stress yourself out and if you are constantly anxious, now that is very disastrous. Plan for everything, plan for the next moment, plan for your next day. That is a wonderful thing, because that you want to be productive. That is a different thing. Planning is never bothersome, but after planning, if you start becoming anxious about the outcome, or if you are unnecessarily thinking, Array, what is going to happen 5 years from now? Where will I be 5 years from now? What will my kids be doing? Oh, how will my kids get into the college? That, this, and other. I mean, what's the use? What's the point? Let everything be a mystery. Just imagine the excitement and the thrill it is going to throw at you. And also, I have observed that many of us indulge in this practice of, going to an astrologer. And of course, going to an astrologer is not a bad thing. Or for that matter, even seeing the planetary alignments and having the mathematical calculation based on that is also not a bad thing. The bad thing is, what? After you listen from the astrologer that something is not in alignment or something is not in favor of your luck, and when you start building that anxiousness and when you start building that negativity in your mind, that is bad. Now, if you go to an astrologer, it's not a bad thing. If the astrologer gives you a kind of caution, even that is not a bad thing. Caution is a caution. Just take it in that way. And be careful. Be careful about your deeds. Be careful about your actions. That's it. Period. You don't have to build your anxiety over it, or you don't have to stop living your life just because you got to know something about your, whatever is there regarding your planetary alignment and all that. So be smart, and as I said, let there be this element of thrill and suspense in life. It will do no harm to you. You don't have to be ready with answers for everything. What is going to happen tomorrow? I should be knowing. What is going to happen 5 years from now? I should be knowing. No, that should not be your attitude. Just live every moment, cherish it, and be ready for the excitement that the life is going to throw at you the next moment. That itself will make you feel so excited, so enthusiastic about life. So yes, stop worrying about the future, stop being anxious about the future. Let the mystery remain, let the thrill be there in your life. And when you do this, You will rather concentrate on your present, and that is the secret. You will stop being anxious about your future, and you're more focused on your present, and you are in your present. You are living in the moment, because you're not giving scope in your mind to think a lot about your future, or for that matter think about your past. So that is one wonderful thing, when you realize that I like this element of thrill. I like this element of suspense in my life. Let me not be so worried about my future. That is when you will start living your present. Now let's imagine this scenario, you are attending a function, and your good friend, like your present friend, she is right in front of you, and she's waving at you. She's saying, "Please talk to me, hi," and all that. And also, there is an old friend who doesn't want to talk to you anymore. She's got nothing to do with you anymore. And also, there is another person whom you don't know at all. It's just like you have just seen that person right now in that particular party or function, whatever. Now, what you're doing is, like in that particular celebration or function, you're running behind the old friend, and the old friend is also running away from you. She's saying, "I have got nothing to do with you, please, I don't want to talk to you." But you're not giving up. You're like constantly behind her, and you're telling, "Please talk to me, please talk to me, I have some things to say." And that friend of yours, the old friend of yours, she doesn't want to talk to you at all. And now what you're doing is, after some time, you chase this new person. You're saying, "Hey, I want to know you, come here, I want to talk to you." And that person is also not interested. That person is like, "I don't know you, I have got no business with you, please let me be on my own." So in the process, you are neither having a good time with your old friend, nor are you trying to build a friendship with this person who is so new, who doesn't want to mingle at all, because that person is very clear, "I don't know you, so I have no business to do with you." But the existing friend, the real friend, who's right in front of you and who is waving at you and saying, "Please come talk to me," you're not bothered about her at all. This friend will wait for a while. The existing one, the present friend, she'll wait for a while, then she'll give up and she'll go back home. Now just imagine, did you even enjoy anything at all in the party? You were either running behind one person or the other, but you did not recognize your present existing friend. So basically, you did not enjoy the party. It was a total misery. Now, life is just like that party, wherein we are either running behind the past or the future. The present, which is right there in front of us, which is right now, right here, we are not giving it any importance. And that is the main reason why we are not enjoying our life. We say, right, "I don't know, I have everything, but I'm not enjoying my life. I don't know, I have, the best of the things in life, but still I'm in that misery." Why? Just ask yourself why. It's a simple thing. You're either stuck in your past or you are anxious about your future. Right now, the present, whatever is giving you, you're not accepting it and you're not even acknowledging it. That is like you're not living in the present, and that is the root cause of all sorts of misery, all sorts of disappointments. So it's high time we understand that, whenever we hear or whenever we see these social media, the forwards or anything like that, live in the present, or even some spiritual, there can be spiritual, what you can say, some lectures or something. Usually the spiritual leaders emphasize on this point, because they know, they are like so knowledgeable, they know what is the secret of happiness, and they're trying to tell us every teaching of theirs, everything, it includes this one point, live in your present, live in your present. Even for that matter, meditation, live in your present. Give a little bit of halt to all your thoughts. What are thoughts? Something related to past or the future. So everything, everybody are, they all are trying their level best to make us understand, live in your present, but we are not listening to it. So the choice is ours ultimately. If we want to lead a wonderful and peaceful life, the recipe is so simple, the secret is so simple, and it's not a secret anymore. It is just that we need to realize and we need to implement in our lives, and that is to live in the present. It's that simple. It just requires a little bit of common sense, nothing more than that. I hope you liked today's content, and if you liked it, then don't forget to hit that like button down there, and also please provide your precious feedback in the comments below. I'll be waiting to read them. Until next time, be positive, be intelligent, and please live in the present. So let's meet in the next video, and thanks for watching the video.